I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like a villain, fighting myself, I'm not winning. Lately I've been too afraid to admit it, pushing the weight of the world on my shoulders. I don't even know how I'm dealing, feel like a part of me missing. And I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I be trying to get away from my problems, yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
This is a simple request from everyone who's received the COVID-19 vaccine to anyone still waiting.
Join us. Join us in the freedom to visit your friends. Join us at the Corner Diner.
Join us at the club. Join us at your nearest vaccination clinic,
where you can walk in today, no appointment needed, and get your shot. Find your clinic at ourshot.in.gov. A message from the Indiana Department of Health asking you to join us.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and that's stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like 02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100% that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see, yeah they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on the rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I could've paid a room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, July 26, 2021. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Had a pretty good weekend in sports. Olympics going on. Had a UFC, bare knuckle UFC. A lot of baseball. But today, main thing we have games on is the we have Major League Baseball, have some Olympics. That's about all it's on today. But we're going to go through the baseball games. We'll talk some future bets. Give a shout out to Bazanji for the music. Check his page out on Spotify. You won't be disappointed. All right, let's get ready to talk some MLB baseball. Then we'll talk a little bit of Olympics and probably get into some NFL futures. Okay, where do I want to go? In the Olympics, the United States have won 8 gold medals so far. They were one ahead of, I think, who was it? They were one ahead of somebody. Somebody had 7, they had 8. It's still early, A 13-year-old won the skateboard street. It was like the the 5th youngest to win a gold medal. All right, let's get into this baseball. First game, we have the Atlanta Braves against the New York Mets. This is game 1 of a doubleheader, so that means it'll be a 7-inning game. Mets are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 154 on the money line. The Braves are plus 130 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 6.5. You have Mueller on the mound for the Braves, Stroman on the mound for the Mets. All right, so Braves and Mets. Hold on, my phone just shut down. Let me get this back up. But while I'm getting back that up, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're going to break down the baseball games, and we'll get into some Olympics and some other stuff. All right, there we go. I got it back. Okay, so we have the Braves versus the Mets. Like I said, Mets are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 154 money line. Braves are at plus 130 on the money line. Over under at 6.5. Mueller on the mound for the Braves. Stroman on the mound for the Mets. Mueller has a ERA of 3.20. The Braves have scored 2 runs or less in 5 of their last 7 games. Offense has really struggled since Acuna Jr. got hurt and is out for the season. Stroman on the mound for the Mets has a 2.59 ERA, coming off his best start of the season where he went 8 innings against the Reds last week. I like the Mets at the minus 154 money line. Stroman's capable of pitching this whole game, being a 7-inning game, so you might not even have to worry about the bullpen. And that might not even have to worry about a bullpen in that first game. So I like the Mets over the Braves. That game starts at 5:11 Eastern Time. Next game, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Philadelphia Phillies. This game is at 7:06 Eastern Time. The Phillies are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 120 money line. Nationals are plus 102 money line. Over under for this game is at 9.5. And actually, let me go back to the Braves and Mets game real quick. I like the under 6.5 on that game. I don't think the Braves are going to score many runs. So I think it has a chance to be a low-scoring game. I like under 6.5. Okay, back to the Nationals and Phillies. You got Ross on the mound for the Nationals, Howard on the mound for the Phillies. Nationals were swept by Baltimore over the weekend. And Ross has a record this season of 5-8. But on the other side, for the Phillies, Howard, he has not had much success in the majors, and he hasn't gone more than 4 innings in any of his starts. I lean toward the Phillies here. It's probably a game I'm going to stay away from as giving out picks. But I would lean toward the Phillies just because I think they have the better bullpen, and the Nationals have been struggling. And I like the under 9.5. Yeah, I like the under the 9.5. That was at 10 yesterday, so it's getting lower. Yeah, like I said, I lean toward the Phillies. What's going on here? I just want to go back to where I was at. Okay, there we go. Next game, we have the Toronto Blue Jays against the Boston Red Sox. This game starts at 7:11 p.m. Eastern Time. Red Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 152 money line. The Blue Jays are plus 128 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 11. You have Hatch on the mound for the Blue Jays, Pivetta on the mound for the Red Sox. The Blue Jays lost 2 games to the Red Sox last week. Hatch making first start of the season. The Red Sox won 3 of 4 versus the Yankees over the weekend. And they're battling Tampa for the AL East lead. Pivetta got a win against Toronto last week. I like the Red Sox here at the minus 152 money line. Next game. Oh, and then, wait a minute. And then I would also take the... I'd go under... I like the under 11. I lean toward the under 11 on the Red Sox and Blue Jays. All right, next game is the Reds against the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 126 money line. The Reds are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8.5. Can't believe it. Well, I can because the Reds have been struggling since the All-Star break. But you have Miley on the mound for the Reds, Hendricks on the mound for the Cubs. Miley has a 2.72 ERA. The Reds are 3-6 since the All-Star break. Hendricks has been pitching good as of late. Has a 2.11 ERA over his last 7 outings. I think it's sad to say because the Reds bullpen ain't great, but I think the Reds have the bullpen advantage in this game. I like the Reds at plus 108 on the money line. I will let you guys know just up front, I'm a big Reds fan, so keep that in mind. But the Cubs have been struggling this year, and talks are the Cubs are getting ready to break up that team. Reds still have a chance to win the division. They just got to get on another run. So I like the Reds here on the money line. Then the next game we have is the Chicago White Sox against the Kansas City Royals. The White Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 126 money line. Royals are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 9.5. You got Keuchel on the mound for the White Sox, Minor on the mound for the Royals. The White Sox are 5-5 since the All-Star break. They're competing for the lead in the AL Central. Keuchel has a 4.22 ERA. The Royals have won 6 of 8 since the All-Star break, including 5 in a row. They had a terrible first half, but like I said, it got off to a good start in the second half. Minor has a 5.45 ERA. And I would lean toward the White Sox in this game at the 126 money line. Next game we have is the Detroit Tigers against the Minnesota Twins. This game starts at 8:11 Eastern Time. The Minnesota Twins are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 162 money line. Detroit is plus 136 money line. Over under for this game is set at 10. You have Manning on the mound for the Tigers. And Pineda on the mound for the Twins. Manning has allowed 2 runs or less in 5 of his last 6 starts. Tigers have been playing decent as of late. The Twins are 42-58 this season. They have 6 hits over the last 2 games. They traded away Cruz, who was their best hitter, and then Arraez is their second best hitter. He's on the IL with a knee injury. And then Pineda has a 6.79 ERA in his last 5 starts. I like the Tigers here as plus 136 underdogs. And I'm going to go with the under 10. I would lean toward the under 10, but I like the Tigers as underdogs here. Then we have the Rockies at the Angels. This game starts at 9:39 p.m. Eastern Time. The Angels are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 146 money line. Rockies are plus 124 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. You have Marquez on the mound for the Rockies, Ohtani on the mound for the Angels. The Rockies have the worst road record in the league. They're 10-36 on the road. They're hitting just 204 on the road. Marquez is on the mound for the Rockies. He's been one of their better starters. But you have Ohtani on the mound for the Angels. Ohtani has a 1.87 ERA at home this year. And the Angels have the 3rd highest batting average in the league right now. So I like the Angels at the minus 146 money line. Then we have the Houston Astros against the Seattle Mariners. The Astros are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 180 on the money line. Mariners are plus 152 on the money line. Over under for this game is 8.5. You have Garcia on the mound for the Astros. McCoggan on the mound for the Mariners. I like the Astros at the minus 180 money line in this game. I just think the Astros have a little bit of advantage here with the starting pitching. And the Astros definitely have the advantage on offense. So we'll go with the Astros. I would lean toward the Astros at the minus 180 money line. And I'd go 8.5. I'd lean toward the under on 8.5 too. You get a odds boost on FanDuel, both Philadelphia and Boston to win. Was minus 200. You can get it at plus 260. All right. Don't forget we're live every Monday, Wednesday, or no, wait a minute. Sorry about that. We're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. That show's live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Then we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with GSR, Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. And that show's at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're going live. Also, we now have merch. Check out our merch at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch, or you can click on the link in the video description, and it also is in the ticker at the bottom of your screen. And one more thing, you can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room. You can find our audio versions on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breakercast. You can find us about anywhere where you can find podcasts. You can find us. Also, with the same link as the merch page, we have a donation page there. If you'd like to make a donation to the show to help the show grow, we'd greatly appreciate that. We have some pretty big things coming I think you guys are going to like. Should have an announcement here in probably hopefully by the end of the week. It's got to iron a few things out, make sure everybody's good. All right, but before we move on and talk some Olympics, we're going to take a short break. Enjoy these clips while we're on break, and we will be back here in just a few. That guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairgrounds.
Yeah. I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weigh 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. Although why I didn't drink water.
Just put a cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the
And
floor shaking.
this motherfucker Brandon's size. So he's about 100, 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage. You know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I got to fight the motherfucker now or I'm going to look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude. I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighties.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA shorts, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of a fight, the fucking cup falls out. Oh, shit. I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear neck and choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, "Hand me a cigarette."
Damn, I need a cigarette right now.
Dude, like right here,
It's over. Throw in the towel.
yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison, and they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Ref, so you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. You two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach, and he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot, fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting in the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
Dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of. Cause I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day. My neck was purple, my ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also, the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking.
Sound like it hit a fucking pole or something too.
All right, welcome back to the show. Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, July 26, 2021. All right, let's talk. Take a look at the Olympics real quick. United States basketball team got beat by France in their first game. They play Iran next. That game is at Wednesday at 12:40 a.m. Eastern Time. The United States are 39.5-point favorites in this game. They're minus 6,000 on the money line. Iran is plus 1,400 on the money line. The over-under for this game is set at 165.5. Of course, you can't bet the money line. And the way that United States has been playing, there's no way I'm laying 39.5 points. If I done anything with this game, I would maybe take the over 165.5. I think the United States is going to bounce back and have a big game. I would lean toward the over 165.5 on the basketball game. There's some others. Golf. You get more. Colin Morikawa is the favorite at plus 700. Xander Schauffele is at plus 900. Justin Thomas is at plus 1,000. I like Morikawa. He's coming into this Olympics hot. Coming off his Open Championship win. So, I like Colin Morikawa at the plus 700. Let's see who anybody else that's up there toward the top. I know DeChambeau had to withdraw because of COVID. Rory McIlroy is plus 1,200. Man, there's some. Going to be a. Tommy Fleetwood is at plus 2,900. Yeah, I like Morikawa, like I said, just because he's coming into this event hot. I'd maybe even put a little bit on Justin Thomas there at plus 1,000. See, the United States won a gold medal last night in the 4x100 relay, men's 4x100 relay. They won that gold medal last night. They have some chances to win some more medals tonight in swimming. Caleb Dressel is the favorite to win in the men's 100-meter butterfly. He's also the favorite to win the men's 50-meter freestyle. He was on that, and he was also part of that relay team, that 4x100 relay team that won the gold yesterday. The women's softball team is went 5-0 and so far, and they're playing Japan, I believe today, in the gold medal game. They beat Japan yesterday with the walk-off home run. They've had 2 walk-off wins here in the Olympics. Runs have been hard to come by in the women's softball, and but the United States pitching is really good. So that helps make up for some of that. All right, let's look ahead. Look at week 1 of the NFL. I know it's early, but I'm gonna go ahead and break down these games. Give us okay. So week 1, you have the Dallas Cowboys at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's going to be a Thursday night game that kicks off the season. You have the Bucs as 6.5-point favorites. They're minus 275 on the money line. Cowboys are plus 225 on the money line. Over/under for this game is set at 52. I like the Bucs at the minus 6.5. I don't think the Cowboys' defense is very good. I think the Bucs are going to put up points. And also like the over 52 just because Dallas Cowboys offense is known for scoring points in garbage time. So I could see Tampa Bay getting out to a big lead, and then Cowboys get scoring a couple touchdowns in garbage time and the over hitting. So I like the Bucks at -6.5 and the Cowboys or Bucks at -6.5 and then the over 52. Next game would be the kickoff on first Sunday of the NFL season will be the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are -6.5 on the or Bills are 6.5 point favorites, -295 money line. The Steelers are +240 money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 50. I like the Bills at the -6.5. I think the Bills are going to be really good this year. I think they're going to be even better than they were last year. The Steelers are going. I'm not sure what the Steelers are yet. I need to see what Big Ben looks like. This is early, but as of now, I'd go with the Bills at the -6.5, and I think I would go over 50 too. Then you have the Jets at the Panthers. Panthers are 4-point favorites. They're -194 on the money line. The Jets are +162 on the money line. The over-under for this game is set at 43.5. This is going to be an interesting game. You have Darnold, who has been with the Jets, is in Carolina. And then you have going to have a rookie quarterback, Wilson, for the Jets. I like the Panthers as 4-point favorites, or at the money line, either one. Over under there, I think I'm going to stay away. I think I would stay away from that. I don't like the 43.5. I think it's pretty accurate. The Jaguars against the Texans is the next game. The Jaguars are 3-point favorites. They're -146 on the money line. Texans are +124 on the money line. Over under is at 45.5. This is a kind of a hard game to handicap because don't know what the Jaguars are going to look like with Urban Meyer as coach, and now you got Trevor Lawrence there as a quarterback, and the Texans. It's reportedly coming out now that the Texans are willing to listen to offers on Deshaun Watson. So that means Tyrod Taylor would be the starter for the Texans. So yeah, I think I would probably lean toward the Jaguars and lean toward the under. And then this is going to be a good matchup. You have the Cardinals at the Titans. Titans are 3-point favorites. They're -156 on the money line. The Cardinals are +132 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 51.5. This is going to be a good game. The Cardinals added J.J. Watt. I think they also added a receiver. The Titans added Julio Jones. I like the Titans here just because I'm not sure on Arizona's defense yet. So I would lean toward the Titans and over 51.5. Then you have the Eagles at the Falcons. The Eagles are +1, or the Falcons are 3.5-point favorites, -178 on the money line. The Eagles are +150 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 47.5. I would lean toward the Falcons on this game. I don't think either one of these teams are going to be great this year, but I think the Falcons are going to be better than the Eagles, so I would go with the Falcons. Then you have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Washington football team. Chargers are 1-point favorites, minus 120 on the money line. Washington football team is plus 102 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 45. This is going to be a good game. The Chargers have a good offense led by Justin Herbert. They have weapons on the outside. They can put up points. But the Washington football team has one of the best defenses in the league. And we're going to get to see what their offense looks like with Fitzpatrick as the quarterback. Ooh, man. I think I would lean toward the Washington football team as home dogs. But that is a tough game. You got the 49ers at the Detroit Lions. 49ers are 7.5-point favorites. They're minus 370 on the money line. The Lions are plus 295 on the money line. And the over-under is set at 45.5. Of course, the money line is way too steep to take. I would lean, but as of now, I would lean toward the 49ers at the minus 7.5 because we don't know what the Lions are going to be under Dan Campbell. You have a new coach. Going to be his first game. So I like the 49ers minus 7.5. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are 2-point favorites. They're minus 132 on the money line. Seahawks are plus 112 money line. Over-under for this game is set at 52.5. I like the Colts here. Hell, I'd give up the 2 points. That don't matter. I just think the Colts defense is going to give Seahawks all kinds of trouble. I think the Colts offense is going to be better than it was last year. I think Wentz is going to be able to run it a little bit better than what Rivers could, just because Rivers was limited moving wise. I think Wentz is healthy. I think he has fit in with Indy well from all the reports that I've heard. So I look for the Colts to have a real good season this year. But, yeah, I like the Colts. I'll give up the 2 points at minus 115. Then we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. Vikings are 3.5-point favorites. They're minus 188 on the money line. The Bengals are plus 158 on the money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 48.5. Don't know what the Vikings are going to be because you just never know. I would lean toward the Vikings money line. I don't think I want to give up 3.5 points. So, because Joe Burrow could keep the game close. Then you have the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. Patriots are 2.5-point favorites. They're minus 138 on the money line. The Dolphins are plus 118 on the money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 45. I like the Patriots in this game. I think the Patriots are going to be better than they were last year. I think people tend to forget that the Patriots had a lot of good players opt out last year and not play due to the COVID. So I expect the Patriots defense to be better. Also expect their offense to be better. I think Cam Newton's going to have a better year than he did last year. So I like the Patriots at the. I take them either way, -2.5 or -138 on the money line. Browns Chiefs. Chiefs are 6-point favorites, -250 money line. Browns are +205 on the money line. Over-unders at 52.5. I like the Chiefs at the -6. And I would go over the 52.5. Broncos and Giants. Broncos are 1-point favorites. They are -116 on the money line. Giants are -102 on the money line. And the over-under is 42.5. I like the Giants here. I think the Giants are going to have a better year this year. Hey, what's up, bro? I think the Giants are going to have a better season this year. I like what Joe Judge has done with the Giants. The Giants are getting Saquon back. That's going to be a big part of their offense. I also think Daniel Jones is going to have a better year. He showed some signs last year. This needs to be the year that he puts it together, cuts down on his turnovers. But yeah, I would take the Giants at the -102 on the money line. Next game is interesting for a couple reasons. Stevie's stepping in. Stevie's at home recovering from a surgery. Hopefully, we'll have him back maybe Wednesday. He's sending his picks. When we give out the picks here in a few minutes, I'll let you guys know what they are. All right, the Packers against the Saints. Saints are 3-point favorites, -180 on the money line. Packers are +152 on the money line. To me, this game all depends on if Aaron Rodgers plays or not. And we're probably going to find out this week. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday is when the Green Bay's mandatory mini camp opens, and Rodgers will get fined like $50,000 a day that he's not there. There's been quite a few rumors going around that he's going to retire later this week. If the Packers don't have Rodgers, I mean, I would you have to take the Saints. But the Packers have Rodgers. I'm taking the Rodgers at the +152 money line. But me personally, I don't think they're going to have Rodgers. I think Rodgers he's either going to retire or they're going to trade him. I don't think he's going back to Green Bay. I could be wrong. I mean, hell, I could also be wrong. But I think he's done there. Yeah, I agree, Steve. He's done. He's fed up with Green Bay. I think he's going to tell them, trade me, or if they don't trade him, he's going to retire. Come back, hell. He has other things he can do. He has enough money. And I'm sure he'll come back. Then we have the Bears at the Rams. The Rams are 7-point favorites. They're -290 on the money line. The Bears are +235 on the money line, and the over-under for this game is at 45. I like the Rams I'll give up to 7 points. -290 money line, just ain't no value. But I think the Rams are going to be tough this year. Getting Matt Stafford at quarterback to me makes But I think Stafford makes all the difference. I think it allows damn it, trying to think. I can't think of the coach's name now, but it allows the Rams head coach to be more creative and be more aggressive. And I think the Bears coaches. I don't think Matt Nagy is an NFL coach. He might be a high school coach, maybe a a lower level college coach, but he's definitely not no damn. So yeah, I don't think Nagy's a very good coach. They're probably going to have Dalton starting at this time, the way that it's looking. Yeah, I'd take I'd lay the 7 with the Rams, and I'd go to under 45. Yeah, it's McVay. I don't know. I was just drawing a blank, but yeah, that having Stafford's going to make McVay a lot more dangerous, I think, because McVay, he can do a lot more with Stafford. Jared Goff was limited. Yeah, dude, Nagy might be a high school coach. I'm telling you, Steve, that dude's terrible. Told you the other day he'll run 4 or 5 reverses to try to gain a yard. Yeah, I don't know what you do if you're Green Bay. Do you just let Rodgers retire, or do you try to trade him? If you do trade him, you got to trade him to the AFC, right? You don't want to trade him to the NFC and have to play him all the time. You're definitely not going to trade him in the division. Yeah. I think, Rodgers just wants out there. I would try, if I'm in Green Bay, if you do trade him, you got to get him to the AFC. You don't want to have to see him all the time. And then the last game would be the Baltimore Ravens against the Las Vegas Raiders. Ravens are 5-point favorites. They're minus 220 on the money line. The Raiders are plus 184 on the money line. Over-under set at 51. I love it. Nagy couldn't coach in Snoop's Youth League. And that's another good point that Stevie just brought up. If you lose Rodgers, you're probably going to lose Adams too. Them two look. If you lose Rodgers, I think Adams is gone definitely. But do you just let him retire, or do you try to trade him so at least you get something for him? That's my thing. If you try to force him to retire and you call his bluff and he does retire, then you're going to lose him for basically nothing. Where if you trade him, at least you're going to get something for him. I love that. Now you couldn't coach the Snoop's Youth League. That's a good one. But no, I like the Ravens here. I'd give up. I'd lay the 5 points with the Ravens. I don't think the Raiders are so up and down, man. It's hard to get a read on them. They'll play a couple games and you'll think, oh, these Raiders are going to be playoff contenders this year. In the next 2 games, they look like they're playing fucking Pop Warner football out there. Yeah, so I'd go with the Ravens, and I would lean toward the over 51 in that game. But all right, let's get to our picks. Let's see, Stevie posted. All right, Stevie's picks for today are. I need to write these down anyway, so I have them. So I can. Stevie likes the Mets, Cubs. Can't believe you're taking the Cubs over the Reds, man. Come on. White Sox and the Angels. All right. Now we have the all right, so Stevie's picks were the Mets, the Cubs, the White Sox, and the Angels. Oh, dude, I know they played terrible, but fuck, you just never know what you're. But the thing I like about the Reds today is they have Wade Miley on the mound. The only bad thing about that is the Cubs have Hendricks on the mound, and Hendricks has been solid. Hendricks has a 2.11 ERA over his last 7 outings, so he's been solid. Miley has a 2.72 ERA. He's been solid. He's been one of the Reds' most consistent pitchers. I just think the Reds have a little bit of a bullpen advantage, so that's why I like the Reds. But okay, I'll give out my picks. I like the Mets as well. I'm going to go with the Red Sox over the Blue Jays. The Tigers over the Twins. I like the Angels over the Rockies. And I like the Reds over the Cubs. Okay. So I like the Mets money line, Red Sox money line, Tigers money line, Angels money line, and the Reds money line. That's my picks for today. Steve's picks for today are the Mets as well. He has the Cubs, the White Sox money line, and the Angels money line. So we have a couple of the same. I do like the White Sox too. I just with Keuchel on the mound, I just couldn't back them. What other one do you have? But you have another one we have set different as the Cubs, but I'm a big Reds fan too, so you have to take that into account. But yeah, the Cubs are about to split up, so they're selling. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Are the guys that are left, are they going to be playing hard? They know people are on the way out. Hell, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, the Cubs season has not went how they thought it would go. All right, but before we get out of here, don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come check us out. We're giving out winners. Steve will be back here, I would say, in a couple days or so. He's recovering from a surgery. Glad everything went good with that, bro. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. It's usually always pretty entertaining. Come join us for that. We break down the top topics in sports and just bullshit and see where the conversation takes us. Also, follow us on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez or at Gonzalez Sports. And I'm on Facebook at Chris D. Gonzalez, Instagram, Chris Gonzalez. Also, we now have merch. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Also, on that same link, we have a donation page. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow, we greatly appreciate it. Get on that merch store, get you some GSR gear, and help us get our name out there. We would appreciate it. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, about anywhere where you get your podcasts, you can find us there. Please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page. We'd really appreciate it. Recap real quick before we get out of here. Steve took the Mets money line, Cubs money line, White Sox money line, and Angels money line. I have the Mets money line, Red Sox money line, Tigers money line, Angels money line, and the Reds money line. Hope everybody had a safe weekend. Hope you're having a good Monday. We will hope to see you in about an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern for GSR Gonzo Sports Room on the same channel. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 11 with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a good Monday. Peace.
365, gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, yeah. Look, it's business, ain't personal. Yeah, money straight, so I'm curving them. Whoa, he been tweaking, something irking him. Did them favors, they was not deserving them. Boy, I be thinking a mile a minute. They gotta be kidding. We go to war, I'm the captain, the general, and the lieutenant. Nowhere to run or hide, I don't stop till it's finished. Me, I be minding my business, drop more records than Guinness. Gotta be a Guinness World Record. Don't play chess nor checkers. I only play for keeps. Came out the east, boy, I'm a beast. He gotta keep the peace. That thing on him is keeping the peace. I never sleep out in the streets. Gotta stay out there, reach. With the mob, talk that talk, Seiko peace, shit. Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside, cutting the pie, with all the guys, made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, all of the time, 24/7, 365, gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, This just in, more doing, less discussion. Killing every single beat I'm touching. Sick with it, need a Robitussin. Moving fast, but I'm never rushing. Damn boys really other son. Say you poppin', but I know you wasn't. Not my brother and you not my cousin. Yeah, nah, we never buddy. I like to drink to my vision pussy. Money got me feeling lovey-dovey. I say a prayer to the God above me. Tell him I'm back, I gotta stay in my zone, man. Maybe I'll come with the dogs, Maybe I'll do it alone, Either way, I get what's sold to me. Never believe what's told to me. City on lock, I hold the key. We can't link, I got goals to meet. Yeah, that's facts. Put the island on my back. Grind cause we gotta eat. We the ones they wanna see, man. With the mob, talk that talk. Seiko peace, Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside. Cutting the pie, with all the guys, Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, all of the time, 24/7, 365, gotta get mine, stay on my